If a man owns a property in a single name or any investments or anything that he has assets and the man dies without making a will, the money gets distributed 50% to the mother and 50% to the wife. And we have seen a lot of women go through severe financial crisis because the assets are very less. You have to ensure if there are nominations done, the onus lies with us. So when it comes to investments, most women, because they don't take interest into the financial matters of the household, they leave it everything to their husbands or brothers or fathers, or later on with sons. I would urge every one of them to understand that you have to ensure saying that if you have a house and you're living in that house, you need to check saying that if the house is a single holding house or it is a joint holding with your husband or with your father or with your brother. If any property that is there, you have to go and make a will to understand is there a proper will made. Because the law says if a man owns a property in a single name or any investments or anything that he has assets and the man dies without making a will and his mother is alive and the wife is alive, then as per law, as the will is not there, the money gets distributed 50% to the mother and 50% to the wife. And we have seen a lot of women go through severe financial crisis because the assets are very less, and whatever assets they have that gets split because of this particular will not made, and then the women have to suffer of taking care of themselves and children who are dependent on her. So it's very important to ensure saying that every woman ensures saying that if their husbands have made a will, so that the assets get transferred. When you own a property along with your children, even the nominations that you do, you need to go to a lawyer and understand saying that how that property can move into your name, so that when you write a will, you have to write it on each other rather than putting your children's name earlier. So these are all technical things that you have to go and understand, and it is very essential for you to not ignore this, because even in your investments you have to ensure if there are nominations done, so that if something happens to you or your spouse, that the assets get transferred to each other to secure yourself, because you've earned and saved all your life for yourself and for your security. So it's very essential saying that you need to go and check saying that if there is a proper will, if there is a proper nomination in the property, if there is a nomination in all the investments, nomination in a demat account, nomination in a fixed deposits, nomination in a PPF account. I would urge senior citizens to look at their PPF passbooks. Experience says your PPF books, your PPF accounts have been opened in the last 25 years, 30 years ago, and after 15 years you have just keeping on extended. You must have opened the account in some cities where you actually started, and then you have transferred and you have settled in some other city. You have transferred those bank accounts and PPF accounts. Unfortunately or fortunately, everything was physical before 25 years. 20 years ago, everything became electronic. So there would be saying that some of the nominations that were registered would not have been transformed from the physical to the electronic mode. So you have to go and see saying that in your passbooks, in your PPF passbook or your passbook, if the nominee name is there. If the nominee name is there, ensure saying that if there is a stamp of the bank with an authorized signatory besides it, or there is a nomination number which is given these days, do you have a record of those nomination numbers to ensure saying that there is a smooth transition of that wealth and money to you or to your kith and kin? Otherwise, you will have to go through the process of succession certificate. You will have to go through the process of probate, which is a long drawn 6 months to a year. So it's very, very important, and I've seen a lot of senior citizens ignoring this, because these are important things, because at the end of it, the onus of a nomination, of registering a will, is all lies with us, and not with the government authority, or not with the banks, or not with any institutions. The onus lies with us.